OG DeFi coin. Can't remember which this was. I think I must have discussed it on stream or whatever because I don't have it
I
running.
was about to say you should have taken
But
that.
yeah, like yeah. Yeah, fuck. I can't remember which day this was from. Someone must have asked me to chart, and I was like, yeah, you may as well just take this long with a tight stop. But yeah, like Aave, all the DeFi funds, all the ETH aligned funds love it as their main choice because it's been around since what, like 2017. It's the number one like DeFi lending protocol. Its TVL keeps growing. It's not going to go anywhere, and I don't think anyone's going to take over Aave's place. So if you're betting on ETH, you can bet on Aave.
Damn, whiff is running. Fuck yes.
But I think I'm going to pivot my focus onto ETH. I'm really sad that, like, bro, the day that I long BTC, I decided to long Fartcoin as well instead of BTC, instead of ETH, and then Fartcoin just got absolutely hammered. Like,
That was on the back of the,
now it's pushing what?
That was Pump Fund news, right?
Yeah, the pump on news. Yeah, exactly. And then I just like my stop got ran for the group, and I should have just longed ETH instead of Fartcoin, and I'll be swimming in it. But it is what it is. I think ETH's got so much structural catch up to do. Like once it breaks above 2.8, like all it is, that's just going to be one straight candle to 3.2k. Like you're going to catch like a, what was it, 15%, 20%, like yeah, 15% move from here. If you get a REIT 5, 2.6 maybe, like you can get a 20% move on ETH on very good size. That's if you get the entry, but of 2. If you miss the move from here to here, you can definitely catch this next leg. I don't know if we've lost Bryce again, but
Oh no,
I
I'm
think
here. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. For pullbacks on ETH, I think I'll probably be looking at maybe some consolidation above 2.7. Let the outward trend catch up, and then now that we've got profits banked on BTC, I'm gonna also give you guys a new stop to adjust it to. So if you do get stopped, you get stopped out on profits rather than break even. And then around fits off long where we can get a more aggressive entry. But essentially, this ETH move depends on how well BTC consolidates at 110. And if it starts putting in that all-time high leg up, then like you can take an aggressive entry. But ideally, I would look for something like this. Have a stop with the alpha or trend loss, and I'll swing it to here. And I'll try and get this on pretty big size. Leave a decent stop loss like 4%, 4-5%, and then target like a 20% move on a major, which is just huge because you can size up really big on it. But yeah, like something like that is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think like mid 2600s, mid to high 2600s. I think that's the bid. I think that is the bid for sure. Or
Yeah,
like, I mean, 2700 to like 20. You can bid honestly just 2700, 2600 with some size, like you said. I think you can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, I think I'd rather now pretend now another rival. I would fucking hell. I would rather now prefer to scale in with some aggressive entries. Now that we've got easy validation, because as soon as Bitcoin starts losing theme and doesn't like
Continue to make new all-time highs.
doesn't confirm a proper all-time high breakout, you can cut your trade really early. Yeah, you can cut your trade so early, so you can just get cut out of your aggressive entries before we had this move now in BTC. any entry you got, like you just didn't know whether BTC was going to go for 107k or go for the highs 110k. So now that you've got that confirmation, you can now uh, play with some aggression because you know when you're wrong quite quickly.
DGen, I gave you an answer for that. For me, it's like I'd rather bet a pullback on majors, and then if we're consolidating, if we're chopping, and specific alts start popping off, then I would look to play the breakouts on those. I mean, they've been shit on far harder than BTC, ETH, a lot of our majors. I feel like we can catch a lot of squeezes on alts over the next few days, especially if BTC doesn't shit the bed fully.
Yeah, it's bouncing quite well right now as we speak. Like I was expecting it to start slow bleeding, but like it's pretty aggressively pulled back up here. And looks like people are getting squeezed on short. So I think we might have a really good Asia session tonight with
That's
alts
dude.
putting
I
in a
like. I
pretty
like. Don't
massive
even.
move. Like
I don't even want to go to bed tonight.
yeah, I mean you're lucky that you're on the US time zone. Like what? It's like 6 p.m. for you or like 7 p.m.
5:30. 5:30 for me.
5 so you can trade all of Asia as well. Like it's so on the two best
Yep.
sessions. I was even looking for this SPX trade. I know I mentioned it last night in my corner that had we started forming low lows. I mean low high highs and take a session to watch for the breakout above 1.35, and we finally got it. So I think a lot of people got long like somewhere around here. So it's like a pretty free 20% trade, and you can start trading a stop losses quite aggressively. And then the big home run trade is once we get above 1.7, you can start entertaining field wick scenarios at $3 where yeah, it would just be insane. Like this will happen if BTC goes to 130, 140k, goes on a ballistic run, and with full risk on across the board, and people have too much money that they're swimming in from BTC going so high that they just start punting coins like SPX and sending it to all-time highs again. So often we do a fucking EU session, which is but yeah, EU session's so pointless, bro. Every time I wake up in EU session and I just look at what my fucking fellow Europeans are doing, I'm like, oh, just go get a fucking 9 to 5, man. Stop trading this shit because you just make the charts look horrible and give me no PA to work off. Like I usually wake up like 9 a.m. EU time as well. So like people who are up from like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. when it actually starts, it's like it's pretty like you're taking the back of the flow of like the EU session's good, but like 9 a.m. to like waiting for New York Open to happen at 2:30, it's just horrible because everything is just like dependent on, oh yeah, let's just wait for stocks, let's wait for what the burgers are going to do.
I kind of feel like that a little bit post New York close, waiting for Asia. Like I hate taking positions before Asia opens. Like there's that sweet spot between New York close and Asia open, and I tend to just kind of back off for that time.
Yeah, like there's one thing about I think what time's daily open for you guys? It was like 8 p.m. or 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
For Asia, 8 p.m. So it'd be in what would that be? Jesus Christ, 2.5 hours. Couldn't do math there.
Yeah, I know because you guys are fucking like 6, 7 times in anyway. If you're East Coast or West Coast.
East. Yep.
Yeah, because for us, daily open is just midnight. So that's also annoying. I loved trading daily opens like back in the day, like 2023, 2024. You'd get like like daily open pumps when all the algos reset, and you'd be able to catch the runner of the day based off like whatever pumps in the first 15, 20 minutes. But like then if you take daily open positions, then you're going to be up for another 2 to 3 hours monitoring it, and then you just destroy your sleep schedule and you're just up at like 3 a.m. for no reason. It's really bullshit.
Should move to the States.
Yeah, man. Need the green card, bro.
I'll find you a wife here. I got you.
What else was I going to look at? Oh yeah, XRP. This is the other major I want to cover. So this looks insane. I think this is going to go to 3N. It's been consolidating for like, if you just consider this like a deviation of the range, right? And this is just a range that we're trading with. We've been stuck in like nearly 7 month range. This was purely like there was loads of news going on. ETFs like there was a tweet about XRP being part of the strategic reserve, and then the sell off from the inauguration. Loads of bullshit happening here. But regardless of that, we consolidate in a 220-day range. Once we break out from here, you're going to get like a free move to 3.33. It might even leg up to 4.2, like just a meme number, 420. But like, yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty free trade coming up. Again, all of these ideas depend on BTC going to 120k, which I do have the belief, and I do have the belief that BTC is hitting 150k at the end of the year. But it just depends if from now till then we will have basically good bullish conditions. We don't go through some kind of bullshit range chop or some event where we like completely encapsulated by some bollocks that's going on, like tariffs, like the Israel-Iran situation. I don't know what else happened in the world, but as long as nothing like that stands in our way, then yeah, BTC to 150k end of the year, hopefully to 120k by Q4. We get the summer breakout, Jubilant July or whatever it's called. We have some good conditions for the next 2 to 3 weeks at least, where things going to go ballistic. You might get the Powell resignation, and then Scott Bessent takes over the Fed chair. So yeah, like there's loads of things in the pipeline, and I think you just focus on the really good coins. And I think majors, like it's a good sign that these Dino coins went off today, because if you remember the leg up in November, October, there was this weird strength of Dino coins with Doge, XRP, XLM, ADA, HBAR, and like people were like, "Yo, what's going on? Why the Dino coins pumping?" People had PTSD, but the actual fact was that is what normally happens in a bull cycle, when the first innings where we get the old coins, the Dino coins going off. So I'm really interested in catching an XRP trade. So either we catch the breakout from 2.5 and above. Otherwise, if you go to the low time frame, I was just charting this earlier, trying to hunt for entries. I think if like we get some sort of trying to catch up, like a 5% stop, you've got some monthly VWAP levels coming up back there. 30-day VWAPs around there as well. That's the invalidation. Yeah, like somewhere around there, it's the ideal entry. And then you swing it for the highs. But again, like you're gonna be able to easily manage these trades, because you can just what's it called? You can just base it off BTC, whether it's holding the all-time high breakout, or if it looks like it wants to dump and mean revert and flush out some longs. As you know, OI is going to get very elevated across the board with the way the coins are running. Just gonna read up on chat.
Yeah, we're probably gonna slow
Two-thirds
down
amount of time.
until Asia.
Yeah, I think we might get like a little pop Jay with each other. You never know, man. There might be someone that actually wants to learn something rather than you just taking the piss. Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. What else? What else? What else? Code Bitcoin. Oh, so I think now that it's kind of accepted above 150, once it's been really lagging. It's been a weak major. Like Sol ETH is red. I mean, Sol BTC green today, but it was like chopping pretty much the entire time. But I think now now the fact that we're breaking summer, so we're going to get risk on across the board. We're going to get people chasing laggards. People who missed the BTC move are going to long ETH. People who missed ETH are going to long Sol. People who missed Sol are going to long XRP. Now that you're in that kind of dynamic in that market, I don't think it's any point putting on hedges like, when I suggested a long BTC short Sol trade, long ETH short Sol trade. I think now it's the time where you unwind hedges, and which is why you see Sol pumping, because people realize there's a shift in the market regime, and don't not want to be holding short legs of coins where a lot of short interest, and it could get targeted by in bullish conditions for it to squeeze. So now that it's also flipped like $150, it's consolidated quite a lot. I think it can make a very nice catch-up trade to like 170. I think Aztec mentioned it today as well. That it's looking quite good. It's consolidating nicely above any like world trend. It's 1 hour, daily trend is very compressed. Above here, it's going to break out. Even like the 1 hour is going to look very nice, very nice. It's just following the trend exactly. So yeah, I think Sol looks very great for some catch up. So basically, ETH, Sol, XRP. My two picks are ETH and XRP. But if you've got some bias towards Sol, you can punt Sol instead of ETH. But yeah, I know we have to. When's the pump TGE
Pump
happening?
fun?
Is it this week? Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
I saw a notification on my phone that Bybit is also part of the. You can commit funds on Bybit towards it, but they banned all Europos from it.
Oh, did I lose you guys?
I need to look into it. I think you're cutting in and out, Bryce. You're typing right. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, you lost me for a minute. I might have been.
Oh, okay. Okay. We lost JD for a second. I was confused.
Okay, yeah, now you're back, and I think I'm back. Okay, it's fine.
Yep.
Um, I've been lagging bad since the last update, bro. I don't know why they keep updating nonsense, and they'll be just updating fucking. Oh fucking hell, CV. What's happened? I swear to God, he's like become so like I don't know if he sold his account or something, or like his fucking nephew using it. He's just become so like weird on CT. Like before, he used to be this cool, calm, collected, cold-blooded CEO, who just he had aura around him. He had like quite like I rated him a lot, and now he's just like shit posting, pretending to be this like really stupid person in crypto who doesn't know how anything works. When he suggested to Ben Bybit to stop trans withdrawals from happening in situations like that in hacks, he didn't actually help out in the situation. I don't know. He's kind of he's trying too hard to be funny and shit posting too hard rather than like being this kind of really like dope like Chinese guy who was ahead of the game and launched the biggest exchange in the world and owns 80% of BNB, which is the fourth biggest crypto. And yeah, I don't know. He was the goat, and now he's just kind of like the weird uncle who's trying to still be cool, even though he's now like. I mean, I don't know. Maybe something happened. Something happened, man. Those 4 months, the US jail something might have happened to him, mate.
He got diddied.
They depegged his no, we can't let Bobbers. Oh fucking! I just played the GIF. That is outrageous. I'm saving that to favorite. That is great. What was I going to say? Hype. This is actually another major that you should pay attention to. Once it breaks above 40, like I might actually punt long on this afterwards. But like I'm pretty sure this is going to go insane. And it's going to go to $50 finally. Once it break, like it just needs to break this, man. Like once it breaks out from here, it's going to go great.
Damn, hype does look fantastic.
Yeah, like it was giving me distribution vibes, but like now after it's swiped, it cleaned up these lows here, tagged our 4200, bottomed, reclaimed a 4-hour trend that it's lost today, edging $40 again, $41. Once it breaks above, I think it's just going to go for it. So I'd have this on the radar. I run through it tonight and hope that Asia doesn't rug us overnight over stop loss now that we got some profits to play around with, or re-enter it tomorrow in case it does decide to pull back. But yeah, like it's such a clean setup, this reclaim structure.
A lot of alts looking on the 3-day and 5-day alts kind of look fucking insane.
Oh yeah, like once I start looking at the weekly charts of some of these coins, like I'm like, yo, like it might get quite the next couple weeks.
It's reminding me of late 2023, like starting in like September 2023. A lot of these alts just heavily sold off and just look ready to squeeze on the 3-day, 5-day, weekly. I think we can catch some crazy trades over the next few weeks.
Yeah, if we get full risk on environment, like they have such good like 30-40% moves in them. But yeah, like I just don't want to get too far down the risk curve just yet. I want to see BTC lock stuff in. I want to see ETH tag at least range high again, and it should break to like once like when ETH does this move, the 20% move, you're going to get 40-50% candles on alt. The world's just a better place when ETH trades above $3,000.
I hope on chain starts going crazy. I hope we start seeing some runners on chain.
Bro, for real, man. I just give me a click to like 250 mil, 500 mil. I'm not even asking for
that's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for much. Just give me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Some we can get. We can buy at $1 million market cap and then ride it to like 350 mil. I wouldn't be mad about that.
Yeah, what's our own like 2% of the supply and a dump on everyone at the top.
Dude.
That's all someone wants, man. Even BNB, man, like this has just stayed at like fucking all time high. Like look at that on the 3 day, just looks nutty. Like it could just go to $1,000 if you get a proper fucking
Funny you bring that up. I literally have
risk on.
I have BNB on the 3 day pulled up right now. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, like this is one of those coins where it just makes like 1.5% gains every day, and then you realize after like 3 months it's just been going up only, and it's just up like 50%, and you could have just held that on spot for like a big size of levels, and you'd have just made 50% by doing nothing.
Hey, what do you think about IGN?
Eigen?
Yeah.
Eigen, that's a new one. Fucking American.
What Egan?
I say Eigen.
IGN. We got Egan,
Okay.
IGN, and Eigen.
Egan just sounds like Ian, Ian, but like slightly than European.
Fucking terrible name for a coin. Terrible name.
I've seen fucking worse names, man. I think this Eigen though, it just sounds so German. Yeah, there we go. I think it looks all right. If it reclaims here this range, then you've just got to play this fit. You've just got to play in between here. But like in terms of my like, ETH beta coins, like it's not one of my favorites that I'll put in my list. Like I would prefer like Aave, like you said.
Yeah.
I've got bias towards ENA.
Where's the bias from
Uni
ENA
looks
come from?
bias from ENA because I have a spot bag that's like fully round tripped. And I just think the BD team, like I know, like I'm friends with a couple of people that work on the BD side of like. Look, come on, if it breaks this downtrend, like surely just pulls like a 40% candle. But it's a line ETH bait sense that programmed to go up if the ETH funding goes up, because they make more money from ETH funding being more positive, and it's got like one of the best like yields for their stablecoin USD. It's integrated in Bybit, integrated in Hyperliquid. It just needs to get integrated on Binance, and you can hold USD. You can hold USD on your Bybit account, earn there 6% right now yield per year, whilst using it to trade with. So you don't even need to lock it up and stake. So I think it's like one of the most important protocols in crypto. But
wait. You're yielding how much?
Like it varies. So like in the bull run, when it was like November, December, January, you're getting about 18% a year for doing nothing, just holding the USD stablecoin, and you can even use it to trade with. Right now, the rates are lower, which is like 6%, but like yeah, in bull runs, you just want to hold USD and just make that passive money from it. And the spreads are really tight. Like they've increased liquidity a lot, so you won't even get flipped that much when you're getting in and out. But obviously, if you're doing USD, you run the risk of it depegging. So it has depegged like 5% before, but it repegged immediately after, and you just have to trust the protocol not blowing up.
Right.
But yeah, like it's just got so many integrations with TradFi as well. They've got really smart teams, so that's the bias I have around it. Like it's a fundamentally very good project. It's just price action is fucking horrible, purely because the tokenomics are quite bad, and it's like a 10 billion market cap, 10 billion FTV. Sorry. So yeah, it's quite expensive.
Trading ENA on leverage is like fucking pulling your own teeth out.
Oh yeah, it's cock and ball torture.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's got the same setup that I had here previously in this downtrend we had in April. Then it ripped, so you might get the same, like a couple of days of it, just doing 70% kind of it, maybe. Yeah, back to 0.44. But yeah. uh, what's the what? Wait, why is 18?
So so DGen, I don't know if I'm delayed or not, but for me, what I'm looking at on the 3-day is obviously like a higher time frame break of the downtrend, and then just reclaiming previous range lows. So if you look at a lot of alts, that's you're seeing a similar setup across the board. And I'll go through and I'll put some stuff in my channel out tonight, specific alts that I'm looking at. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like for example, like I know HBJ just longed ETHFI. Even ETHFI, if you look on the 3-day, like we're reclaiming, I should say we're very, very, very close to reclaiming range lows, massive level. And then if you just draw a trend from the highs in December till now, like you can see the obvious downtrend we're breaking. So that's pretty much all I'm looking at is that reclaim the range lows, break a downtrend, look for a squeeze, and yeah.
All right, yeah. So well, we covered Eno there. I low key might just buy this fucking after. I think this invalidation is so tight. Setup looks clean. Like what is that? Like 10%? Okay, and let's not do 76% stop loss. Shit, that's quite still. But you can probably tighten it a little bit on lower time frames. But yeah,
I mean,
if ETH got on to
surely
3.2k,
I was just about to say, surely with ETH performing, ENA is going to perform as well.
yeah, like yeah, I think this looks very clean. Like it's been dropping and consolidating for a while. It's definitely going to do the gap up to here. Yeah, maybe just
At least the highs at
RR.
38. At least the highs at 38, I think at minimum.
Yeah, yearly view up 0.44. Yeah, previous quarterly view up 3.38. Yeah, like you can definitely play this like gap fill from like anywhere between 0.38 to 0.44, like loads of levels line up. Um, that looks good. Yeah, coins. No. I'm still here. I just went silent. I'm just scrolling through my watch list to see what looks good. Bonk fucking looks became really weak, but now it's doing alright. I think it needs to reclaim above here. And then maybe can go here. I think this trade I've set the index chest trade. Yeah, it's the 4-hour trend retest. Yeah, like it's meant to if bearish, it rejects here and then fills MA R40, MA 200. Or you can trace it above once it reclaims. Yeah. It was kind of weird the run on Bonk. I completely missed the Bonk Eco bull cycle and Bonk Fun. But yeah, I punted on actually. Yeah, I'm long Floki, aren't I, for the group? Where's Floki? Did I not?
You're long Floki for the group.
Yeah, I don't know where my shot for it is. So yeah, there we
I
go.
got whiff.
That's what I punted. I'm probably gonna tighten the stop loss up a bit because this hammer kind of looks very nice. It should rally.
Just
It's
having your
holding.
stops below those recent 4-hour lows.
Yeah, like I'm looking to catch a pretty big move on it, like at least like a 20-25% move. But I'll probably start like I can probably tighten my stop loss to here, and it should hold unless BTC decides to shit the bed. I think we're up like what 2-3%, 2.4%, 2.5%. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's reclaiming a big level here. I saw a bunch of people post about it. Some what kind of gaming update I think that's happened, Viking or some Valiant bullshit. But like yeah, chart looks good. The project's active and doing something. So yeah, I gave it a punt. That's one of my altcoins I'm long on. So yeah, hopefully we hit our target. You said you're long with?
Yes, sir.
I haven't looked at the with chart. Oi, up 11% today. Where'd you long it?
873.
Oh, nice.
I think that's what it is. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, 873. I don't know though. I feel like at minimum we're probably gonna retest like high 80s, low 90s. Like I feel like we might retest like 91. Let me see. This will be a night. This will be a very nice 12-hour candle close if it closes up here. And daily close. Shit.
You might like
Yeah, we got that coming
SFP
up.
this high and then go like
Yep. Yep. Fill some of that imbalance. That's a yep.
yeah, something like that. And then yeah, it's pretty clear skies to like above $1. I think it will just fill in all of this rotation from bonk to whiff. Stronger than Pepe today. Anyone looking at Pengu? I think John's long on Pengu right now. I think he's up like 5-6% on it. So
There we go.
I'll just follow him on it. He's more tapped in with what's been going on with the project. I know it's doing great with the amount of traction it's getting in the normie world, like impressions wise. There's also a Pengu ETF that's cooking up in the background.
What?
So yeah, yeah, like Pengu ETF. Someone filed for one.
I didn't even know that. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like the news came out after it ripped like 30-40%, and everyone was like, oh, that makes sense.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Rotation from bonk to whiff is just an assumption or they're related. It's just basically they're both Sol ecosystem coins, Sol meme coins, and they're also dog coins. So like what you'd usually see is like, when Doge pumps, you'd see Shiba pump, or when like when whiff pumps, you'd see bonk pump, or when bonk pumps, you'd see whiff pump. When you see pop cat pump, you'd see Mew pump. They're both, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe people punted on whiff because bonk pumped. But like I mean, today everything really pumped. So, but it's interesting to see once bonk has gone red, we've decided to wake up. Pretty cool to see an NFT actually make it. Yeah, man. I know my boy. I think Farzad's still here, cooked on uh, Pengus. I don't know if he's still holding his Podgy Penguins, but they went up huge before the airdrop, and then yeah. Can't believe they had a time limit on some claim. Yeah, I think I claimed. I don't know. There's something I did with Pengu. I think I was trying to sell it, and then I couldn't claim it. And then I was like, I'm going to claim it later. And then I claimed it and didn't sell it, or like I forgot. I ran out of time to claim it. But I just know that I left like 2 or 3K free money on my wallets for Pengu coins. And I need to somehow find which wallets they were. So these old, archaic uh, ETH wallets, like they gave it to the Genesis ETH wallets or whatever it's called. Like there's just some weird ass criteria. I think some of my Sol wallets qualified, but yeah. Um, I think yeah, that's pretty much it from me. I'm going to be live again tomorrow with Dyer for a Geo stream. But essentially, I'm very happy we caught this all time trade from being long on it. Because now we don't have to be. But I'm obviously going to look for re-entries for people, but we can essentially leave like a 30% bag for this 110 to 120k moving period periodically. Oh fucking, I can't pronounce it. Shave it all the way up to 120k. Um, Otherwise, we really want it to consolidate. Like, I don't mind it just chopping in between these two levels. I don't want it to see get below 110k. Um, um, I want to see it get to 10 below 110k, consolidate in that area, let ETH and XRP and alts catch up. Once it starts lagging above here, then things are going to go really ballistic. So this is like your alt season risk on signal. So yeah, hold this level. We're good. Drop below 110k, then not so good. It's a false all-time high break out SFP again, sum up again. Maybe fucking the Bitcoin wallet start moving bullshit again. The $8 billion, $11 billion that moved on that weekend, or this weekend, that caused it to dump. But yeah, essentially, I'm waiting for this pullback. I'm going to set a limit. See what I can get on ETH. Hype looks really good. XRP also looks really good. Trying to get filled on that. So XRP, hype, ETH, I'm going to play around it with. We're long on Floki, up a couple percent. If you like Sol, I'd recommend you following Aztecs. He's going to cover it. But I think Sol is going to now get a catch-up trade. But I'm not really. It's not one of the coins I'm really good at trading, so I try and avoid it compared to BTC and ETH, where I can read the PA more clearly. But yeah, I think that's it for me for tonight. Sorry about an hour and a bit delay. Was caught up with a few family things, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and found it useful. I don't know, Bryce, if you've got any closing comments, want to summarize?
I didn't realize I was muted, but no, same thing. I just want to see BTC consolidate above these highs and let alts move a little bit. I think you can now start to pivot your focus a little bit more towards alts. I'm not saying completely. Obviously, the majority of your money should be made trading majors, but I think having a sub account to try to trade some of these alt squeezes is not a bad idea at all. So it's really the only thing I got.
He's so gamble 100x.
No, gambling is bad. We don't do that anymore.
Right. I appreciate you coming on with me.
Yeah. Hey, we'll get some more in the future when I can actually fucking talk, and I'm not a robot.
Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. Have a
Alrighty,
good
brother.
rest of
Hey,
your
you have a
day,
great
rest
night,
of the
bro.
evening. Yeah, you too, bro. See you later.
See ya.